Bible Poems 2 Corinthians. Tears and ink for a turbulent church. Glimpses of a longer conversation, visits and letters. The third, a message of stern rebuke. Our letter is Paul's fourth. He, their true apostle, must strive to win back their pure love for Christ and its sacramental sign, love and obedience to God's faithful minister. He trusts God's seal, the Spirit. They are the Church of God in Corinth. See him bare his soul and teeth, all in due course. The opening mood is a whoop of joy and sheer relief, comfort in distress. Hoping to visit twice, Paul faced rebuff. A stinging letter replaced the second. Was Titus the courageous carrier? As he awaits news of its impact and searching for his friend, Paul becomes embroiled in desperate times in Asia, plumbing the depths of suffering and despair, a sense of longing for that eternal dwelling. But now he shares his joy as Titus doubles his deliverance. Good news of Corinth. He must explain his change of plan, not to hurt or be hurt more, all in God's own constancy. All God's promises find their yes in Christ. Now that they have dealt with the culprit, it's time for forgiveness to win out. Paul bears no grudge. So let us think about this ministry, spreading Christ's aroma, new covenant, Spirit, better than the law, transforming into radiance, agents of God's reconciling love. Jesus is Lord. For him we are your servants. In Christ a new creation. He was made sin for us. The only barrier now is our refusal. Shining light in lamps of clay. In all the trials, God's servant does not lose heart. Stick to the way, it's not the world's. Our trials are our glory. Losing everything to give the key to others' riches. Open wide your hearts. Shun rival claims. No joy like the joy of sorrow bringing change of heart. So back to business, the collection they had started and in which the suffering Macedonians have excelled, let's get it finished. Christ gave his all for us. Titus, again, with a fellow worker, will be the bearer. More fruit, the fruit of thanksgiving, will spring from its arrival. Bad news. The church in Corinth is in danger once again. A long postscript. Exotic leader claimants have arrived. They profess to have the edge on Paul, so unprepossessing. Visions, power, and mighty works. They make themselves, instead of Christ, indispensable. False apostles and a different gospel, you must let go. But words, his chief weapons, and truly it is suffering, not glory, that attests the messenger and helps him find Christ's all-sufficient grace. to follow these new leaders will lead them back to sin. The church and world don't mix. Come out. Yes, Paul bares his apostolic teeth. The time has come to make that third visit. Will they meet the test? Christ, crucified in weakness, lives and reigns in power. They must heed the warnings or face the consequences. But finally, a trustful call to unity and peace, a holy kiss and lovely words of grace.